Welcome back to Talking to Teachers. I'm your host, Gavin McGaugh, and I'm here with Department Chair of Business and Technology, Mr. Tomaino. So, Mr. Tomaino, you're an alumnus here at CBA. So,
Correct.
Let's talk about how you found yourself back in the academy and how did you start as a computer science teacher?
Yeah, that's a good question. A little bit of a roundabout route. Right out of college, I was an English teacher, and I first taught at Long Branch High School, taught for 2 years at Long Branch. And then while I was at Long Branch, computers were always a hobby of mine. And then while I was at Long Branch, there was a need for a computer science teacher. So I said, well, that's kind of a hobby of mine. I could teach the course. In teaching the course, I realized that it's kind of a passion of mine. So I got out of the profession of teaching and went back to graduate school at Monmouth University to get a master's in computer science. During that time, a position opened up at CBA. And I said, well, I'm looking for employment, thinking of the future. So I actually started teaching English again at CBA. Shortly thereafter, I was blessed with the opportunity to be a computer science teacher at CBA.
It's awesome.
I finished up my master's, and I've been here ever since.
Did they have computer science like the whole time? And they were just like needed an opportunity for a teacher?
They did. It just happened that the teacher who was teaching computer science at that time retired right at the time that I came in, the year after I came in.
That's awesome. And at Long Branch, did you teach all grades or was it a certain grade?
Now we're going way back, but I taught sophomores. I think it was mostly sophomores, if my memory serves me. And then when I went to teach the computer science class, that was mostly seniors.
It's pretty cool. So, we're in the really cool makerspace, as hopefully everyone could see, brand new from last year.
Right.
So, going on the second year, what are some projects, like the cool ones you have planned?
Yeah, certainly. So, the Makerspace class is called Creative Engineering, and it's all about problem solving, really, but exploring creative solutions to ordinary problems. And students really, it's hard to say what kind of projects they make because every student group comes up with their own projects. So it can be anything from solving everyday problems in the classroom, needing writing implements or keeping track of assignments, or other kind of problems, day-to-day type things that you might run into. Some of the students are brainstorming solutions for organizing a system to organize the line, waiting for the microwave in the dining hall. So all kinds of problems. How can we build something to help make your life better? And I talked to the boys about, the world around you is kind of a one-size-fits-all world. You don't, you open up a catalog or look on a website when you buy something. It's not designed for you. It's designed for the average of you. It's designed for, one size fits all. It's designed for anyone who wants it. How can you adapt the world to your particular needs in a creative way? And then we use things like 3D modeling and 3D printing, laser etching, and good old-fashioned, tools to build something to adapt the world to our needs. And that's how innovation occurs.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The real-life problems. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
So how does this new lab, make you guys have a better curriculum and projects? How does it change anything?
Yeah, so it's a project-based learning experience. So, having the tables, and of course the tables are on casters so they can be moved around in different configurations, and the high stools, having the benches around the room with the 3D printers, the laser etcher in the next room with the various tools, gives us the flexibility to adapt to whatever the project we're working on needs.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just speaking of the makerspace,
right?
What about this new equipment here?
Yeah, so, we're blessed to have a lot of donor support and a lot of support from the administration and the board to build this facility. So it's a 2-room facility separated by some dust doors. We have a dust collector system. We have, all the latest equipment and quite a lot of it. So it's a really great environment for creating, for making, as the name suggests.
It's pretty cool. So over time here at CBA, you've been involved in clubs, sports service, and the list continues.
Sure.
What are some of your favorite things you've been involved in inside and outside the classroom?
It's just been a blessing to be able to be a part of CBA's evolution, to see the computer science department morph into the business and technology department, to be able to usher in the Bloomberg terminals, the makerspace. And, I'm blessed that the administration takes my opinion into account and makes decisions. We make decisions together on the future of the academy, and it's nice to see all of the young men that we teach are really benefiting from it and growing from it, and we ride on the energy of the students, really.
That's awesome. So how long has creative engineering always existed? And if it hasn't, like, how did it come to be?
Yeah, so the course is in its fourth year, if my memory serves me. And, it started as a half-year senior-only elective.
Yeah.
And it was modeled after, there's a YouTuber named Mark Rober who's doing all these creative endeavors. He's always building interesting things and solving interesting problems. Yeah. And he had an online course called Creative Engineering. So the original course was modeled after that, and it kind of grew from that. And then as enthusiasm for the course grew, it went from being a half-year senior elective to a full-year senior elective. And then with the advent of our new calendar, it became a full-year elective for all grade levels. And it's dominated mostly by sophomores at this point, although there are a handful of juniors and seniors.
Didn't it just open up last year for the sophomores?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had a couple of friends that took it. They said it was awesome.
Yeah.
So last but not least, a fun question for an alumnus like you. Do you have a favorite moment from CBA, like a specific one that you always come back to think about?
That's hard to say. As a CBA graduate, I treasure a lot of the memories from when I was here, and then as a faculty member, new memories are built every year. I hate to let you down. I couldn't point to a single moment that sticks out in my mind because every year has its moments.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming out here. That's all for now. We'll see you on the next episode of Talking to Teachers.
Thank you very much.